Hello, hello, Passionaire. Good to see you on our Thursday night. Today, we are going to talk about relationship, my favorite topic. And we have the topic called, do we understand each other? I love this. This is great title for every relationship, like between husband and wife, parent and kids. Even we can extend that to boss and the team. Do we understand each other? That's such a great question. But hey, I really think this question needs to be kind of rephrased a little bit, because I have seen people don't understand each other for their lifetime. They still get together, happily together. And I've seen couples that they finally understand each other and they divorce. So it's more than understanding. It's really more than understanding each other. So maybe we should narrow down a little bit into another question here is how much we have to have in common to stay together. Let me try to rephrase it. Instead of understand each other, we know that kind of a good condition, but it's not a necessary condition to be happily together. So folks, I think we should narrow the question to a little bit like how much common we must have. So, or how compatible should we be that we can stay together? That's a tough question. And I've seen people who are super incompatible live happily together. That's my mom and my dad. They married for 50 years and they are not compatible. One is just detail oriented, pile up the refrigerator with every food she can find. My dad just throw out stuff, and they live together as a married couple for 50 years. So I'm like, whoa, okay. So let me just narrow down just a little bit further for you and me, which is very, very, very important. It's like, do we have a compatible personalities, right? I mean, that's kind of as a final ground. Like, are we compatible in our personalities? And well, that's also not going to describe this very well. So let me just share as a passion coach that I have coached hundreds, literally, maybe not thousands, but hundreds of couples globally, different cultural background, Asian, American, African, you name it. I mean, all kinds of different couples. There's one simple rule that probably will shock you. That's why passion is called passion. Let me just spell that one out for you. For a long and lasting relationship, let me just pull that one out. Maybe I need that. Let me try that. Just give me 1 minute. Boom, 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 boom. For build a long lasting relationship and happy. I'm not saying every day, but happy enough. That's one thing that's very crucial is the couple at least need to have one passion they agree upon. Just one passion. And you'll be shocked. If you look for personality, you probably need to almost hit every cylinder together, synchronize to be able to be happy. Because personality is a after product after your passion. So one passion can develop into many different variety of personality. I'll get to that point in a minute. But if one couple, two people could really find one passion, just one passion, one, and they are able to build a long-lasting relationship. And the second thing is every season, they have to be looking for one quadrant. I'll get to that point that they agreed upon. So one passion, one quadrant. I'll talk about that. That will be good enough to weather all kinds of storm. And I have coached a couple. They've been married for 48 years. Out of all their 16 passions, every passion is on the opposite side of the spectrum. Let me repeat that again. This is a couple married for 48 years. Their passions are all on the opposite side of the spectrum. And they are happily together. Do they have something they may not agree? Yeah. Are there things they don't see eye to eye? Of course. Are they going to go through tough seasons? Absolutely. But as I just asked their opinion, they say, well, every season we have one passion, we work together, one quadrant. They agree that they will come together. So, hey, couples out there, are you willing to find one passion just tonight? So that's why the passion is so powerful. You just need a little bit. No, I'm saying one, finally, two very distinct individuals can finally find one passion they agree upon and find one quadrant where they are willing to work together. That's sufficient for a couple to really look at all the other differences in a way like, yeah, this passion is satisfied. And see, that goes a long way. So I want to show you something. It's very personal before we invite today's couple coming in. And this is, so I'm going to show you my family secret. All right. Are you ready for that? But, not personal. Well, very personal. This is my family. Hey. All right, here we go. All right, this is me and my beautiful, lovely wife for 28 years. And then Zach, he was a 17. He was 10 years old. Now he's 17. So we are very distinct personality. All right. So I want to show you our data. So this is very personal. So for me, if I don't show you, once you hang out with me long enough, you'll figure out my passion. So it's not privacy. The whole world actually know my passion. And just my wife and my son, they just have to put up with this. Are you ready? I want to show this very crucial, like we are very different, but they are just one passion. If we can find it, one quadrant, that will get us going for a season, for a long time. So, and I love what Dr. Ray said this all the time. He said, it doesn't matter what kind of passion you have. I have this passion, I have that passion, I have this, but it's how much. So I want to show you that very personal. Are you ready? All right, I hope my wife is watching too. Oh, not here. All right. So let me click on my kid. Oh, here, yeah. So you can see here, let me shrink myself a little bit. So I'll go one by one. I'll be here, up here, I'm out here. And this is the producer quadrant. You can see that the blue is me. Yay. Okay. Sorry for the Chinese. I should convert to English, but hey, I'll talk about it. And the blue is me. You see, I'm very strong in one side of producer quadrant. I'm very independent, very high power. I want people to listen to me. I am very independent. Don't touch me. I want my own space. I'm a little bit less vengeful. I am less status. So look at my wife. My wife, kind of independent, but in the middle, very soft power. That means she doesn't want to talk. Okay. So you can see I'm high in a producer, but now when we are together, our conflict always comes from this so-called power that I want to talk. She say, well, I want to be supportive, but don't get me talk. So you can see that, all right? So I want to find a common ground here. We are very different. Now throwing my kid, Zach, here coming in. Whoa, see, now things get complicated. Look at this, like we are totally, both my kid and I am high power. So mom is staying back, but you know who is really in control in the house? My wife. You can see that. So you kind of, so this can be the daily conflict stuff. My son is very, very high vengeance. So he's competitive. He doesn't want to lose. He hates to compete if he's going to lose or he's not sure he's going to win. So he can have a very too competitive roommate. I'm the forgiving one, but it doesn't help. Okay. So I want you to show you that this is how the family dynamic is going to give you all kinds of story, all kinds of episodes. It's very hard for me to find something with my wife in this quadrant. Okay. So all kind of conflict. Let me give you something else. Administrator, and you can see my wife is stronger, height older. This is older. I'm very, very random, improvising, and messy. This one, daily thing. All right. And I'm very honored. My wife is definitely the other side. Is like she's going to look for something new, out of box thinking. And I put Zach there. They are both like. So every time when I want to go out to eat, I would say, let's go to the same restaurant, order the same menu every time. If I go on vacation, I rather to have one place, Aruba, for 40 years. Okay, that's me. Okay. But look at my roommates, my son and my wife. Every time we want to eat something, they will go find a new restaurant. They want to find a new traveling spot. They just find new thing. I'm like, please. Okay. So see, this question is hard for me to find anything with them. Okay. And so the integrator, the whole family is kind of negative. We all of us are the old social, okay, and very independent. All of us kind of high family. So luckily, that's something we really now. So see, I'm very lucky. Right here, under me, this is called family passion. Finally, I have 3 passions here. Dun dun. Dun, 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 dun. 3 of us on the same side. Hey, I'm very lucky. Out of 3 people, we are able to say family is something we finally agree upon. Do we understand each other on other side of things? May not, but just synchronize on family passion. That means we are together. Wow, that's how we build something. You see that? So and now my wife and I, let me click Zach out. So one thing that we are so strongly together is called curiosity. So through our relationship, you'll be shocked that we both dial back to curiosity. We both start to ask why. You say, oh, that's how I argue with my husband. He always asks why. Hey, when both of you are asking why and appreciate each other's angle, and start to really search for the answer together, if you start to build that as one anchoring passion of your marriage or relationship, that's powerful. So you'll be shocked, my wife and I, when we walk together, just take a break, we talk about stuff. Hey, and she's admiring me when I start to give her some answers. Let's man need respect. I'm like, oh man, I'm really respected by this lady. Okay. And then I respect her because she gave me all kind of medical stuff and inputs through pandemic. She's my library. She's my personal CDC. She's my personal FDA. I ask her about everything about health. And you see, just one passion, even though we have 15 other domains and passions are opposite, struggling, if you're able to work together as a team, as a couple, and really, really put that together as almost like a decision, that's where you'll come together. So my family, I'm very fortunate to have 2. My wife and I, family, we come together and we sit down and talk, not about what we did wrong, not about practically something. We always talk about, hey, when we renovate the house, why and how does it look? Just like answering like, so we love it. It would be shocked. I mean, oftentimes we just, she was studying some kind of very advanced mathematics. I just sit right next to her and like answering her question. Hey, that's how we date. We don't even watch TV. So we can actually talk about stuff. So you see, I want you to know one passion will be good enough. But that's why I really want you to know, if young people there, you want to look for someone that really totally like you, are totally like you, people, folks, that's may not be the best thing for relationship. I want you to be able to really make sure your own uniqueness is confirmed, your identity. You are able to live out your identity uniquely while considering others. So I called it, you practice that excellence in your identity. So I really think that will be something that before you get married, that's something that's your one or two quadrant passions to be good enough. All right. So hopefully you see this is data. This is my secret. I hope to help you. So that's how we do our couples coaching, is to help you from data wise to find something that you're able to say, hey, I was able to build this together as a couple. All right. So this is all about data stuff. So I coach hundreds of couples. As a coach, I can only say from the experiences and data, one passion in one quadrant sufficient to get you over the hump. All right. So with that, we're going to talk about today. So we have a lovely couple coming from New York. And the husband actually was on our Thursday night. Kyle, and now he's pulling his wife, Melanie, just to be together, sitting in not two rooms, not two webcam, in one place. I love it. So Melanie and Kyle, you are welcome. Would you just unmute yourself, say something, then I'll get you in here. Go ahead.
This is Melanie.
Hello.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
Okay, welcome. Oh, I love the background. Are you guys growing something there? Those are like
That's my plant shelf.
beautiful. So you take care of that, right, Melanie? Not Kyle.
No.
So you guys know Melanie has 2.0 beauty. Can you guys start to see that? It's not going to be Kyle, all right? It's a 2.0 beauty right there. Highly curious girl, very E quadrant. Just introduce that to everybody, all right? And of course, we know Kyle last time. I have to really trace a little bit like how you are doing. Kyle is high acceptance, sensitive, everything, tranquility, but he actually want to work on tranquility. So Kyle, how's your tranquility doing?
It's a bit rough at the moment.
A bit rough. Woo! Okay, but okay. A bit rough in terms of what?
I think since we've had our conversation, I've been a lot more aware of it, which in some ways, I guess at the beginning was a lot more stressful because I wasn't thinking about it before during interactions.
Cool. Okay.
And but work is, when I was talking to you, I was working about 80 hours a week. It's gone down a little bit. So during that time, I was all I cared about was how my immediate bosses saw me.
Acceptance. Okay.
And now I feel it's a little easier now that I have a little more time to actually take the time to think about it, each interaction. It's still a little tiring, but it's becoming easier to make a choice to pursue one over the other, tranquility over acceptance.
Cool. I love that. See now, Kyle, I appreciate this. You now start using PQ language instead of boss is really that, a tough guy, or like my wife won't understand my boss. Something now you're talking about your tranquility, your acceptance. I love it. So all right, so I'm going to wife now. Melanie, how is Kyle doing?
I think in general, he's doing better. Like what he said, he's aware of, how acceptance and tranquility affect him. And he definitely, well, I'll talk about the tranquility part. One thing that I noticed is that when he will work in the office during the day, and then when he comes home, he tries his best to not let the anxiety be in the way, to communicate with me, which I do appreciate a lot. And
whoa, so he's self-aware of like when like he need to calm down, he need to manage tranquility when he's home or on his way home, he already start working on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I also noticed about like something about acceptance when we were talking. What I used to say, it might not be right. It might be labeling him, but it's like he was getting things like a little bit more personal. Like he will think everything is personal, but now we are able to talk about an issue from a more like objective point of view, which is good. And we're able to figure things out.
How long you been married, by the way?
6 years.
No.
7.
7.
It's a technical. Well, we
7.
got married.
7 years is a crucial year. 7th year is a crucial year. If you guys are passionaires, we do believe 7 year is kind of a cycle of something. It doesn't have to strictly 7, but relationships start to kind of wear off. And, every conflict you should experience already happened maybe multiple times and all that. Okay, great. So today, what do you guys want to talk about?
You want me to say? I think we want to understand each other more and see how we can work as a team.
Oh, wow, love it. So that's exactly today we can narrow down, because understanding each other will take a lifetime, Melanie. You can't just understand your man in a year even. That's why my marriage vow to my wife is, today I'm going to marry you, but I promise you one thing, I'll spend my lifetime understanding you. Now, we married for 28 years. I'm still doing my homework. I haven't got there yet. Okay, so the beautiful thing about marriage is like, it's ongoing. It's developing. Okay, every turn there's a surprise. Every turn there's challenges. But my wife is growing up to be a woman that if I was younger, I wouldn't imagine I would marry a woman like her now. She's a leader. I don't know how to describe it. I'm like, whoa, I just watched this woman growing in front of my eyes. So I'm like, wow. So I still don't understand my wife. Is that okay, Melanie and Kyle? So let's change the language. Let's change to do you have any specific areas that you two need to have better understanding right now? Okay, so let's put this, can I use PQ to help you? Is there any one PQ and one quadrant we can get you guys on the same page this moment, help you to figure out something? How about that? Give me that. Something practical, something you really want to figure out. Career, job, anything, or how you fight. I have no idea. Okay, go ahead.
My first thought was making difficult decisions together, and now we are looking at both of our profiles now and seeing where.
Okay, you two make decision. I have problem. Look at your profile. I don't know how you make decisions. So seriously, this is like you guys have minimally 14 passions are opposite sides. So it's worse than the partisan, but it's worse than the Democrat and Republican in one room today. You guys are like that. So give me some kind of decision-making process that you guys really like. I don't think you guys can make decisions together. Sorry, I'm hopeless here. You have to tell me, you have to educate me. How did you do it?
It's long and drawn out, and each situation is like rebuilding the wheel.
I think most of the time we end up in vengeance.
So most of it just, you both sound like high vengeance. So who is going to just win the talk, win the conversation, will be the decision maker? Is that what it is?
I I guess you win the daily stuff. And
You
then
win the daily stuff. There's nothing
How is
left
that
much,
story?
Kyle. After daily stuff, what's left?
the
Life stuff, the
Life.
whole life.
big decisions like where to live,
Good,
kids,
good.
no kids.
I love it. I love this default position. Kyle, you just pick, but you are lucky. You are also higher power. You have that in you, right? I mean, so producer quadrant. So
Mhm.
Melanie, somehow you kind of agree to let, you are pretty big there too, Melanie. Don't knock your head. You, you are yourself is a leader. So I'm like two lions and, in the house. So you guys divide and conquer by, Kyle, you make a decision for the bigger life stuff.
That's how
And
it's worked out. It's not a conscious decision.
Oh, it's not a conscious decision. It's just how it kind of naturally evolve into a decision.
Yeah.
Show me the big dive decision you made for the family. Show me a couple of things.
Yeah. Well, we were in Beijing and I decided I needed to go back to grad school. And so we moved together. We didn't
That's a big
necessarily
one.
have to, but
Okay.
she gave up a career.
Okay. Now I'm interested. Okay. How did you make her to give up her career? I know a little bit Melanie's story. So what kind of conversation you guys have? Like, Melanie, I have to get a law degree. Let's move back to US. Let's go. Your passport is in my hand. 2 tickets. We are flying back. What kind of process is it?
I described what we could do if I had a law degree, increase earnings, have stability. We could go back to China if we wanted to, could stay in America. It would give her more freedom. We talked about that. Do you remember anything else from it?
Yeah, I think freedom was a key word to me.
Hold on. Freedom. Okay,
Yeah.
Kyle, can you just say that one more time? Just go back to 7-8 years ago, whatever that is. How do you convince a high power, not high power, but let me look at her power. Hold on. Maybe you are lucky.
I am high.
Oh yeah. How do you come? There's no way. You two are, folks, this is 2.0 power couple. We'll call them power couple. All right. So Kyle, what did you say to convince her to change her mind or give up career? Well, come on. I'm learning from you now. Go ahead.
I guess I leaned into the freedom part pretty hard.
No, don't. Can you repeat what you say to her just so everybody can learn? Passionate, learn. Now, we have a 2.0 power girl who is really doing very good career-wise and to give up a career. So I have to get the power out. And I have to get this one. This one is so good. All right, go ahead.
I said, basically, once I get a steady job in the law, you can pretty much do whatever.
You say that? You say you can pretty much do whatever? Okay, now you get a law degree already. So Melanie, are you doing whatever you want?
Not really.
Not really. So, okay, here we go. All right, so I love it. Okay, so cool. So Melanie, you think now it's time for you to do whatever because he already got a law degree. He's working in a law firm. What's that left you? What's that put you into?
I want something as well.
You want something as well. All right.
For
cool.
myself.
All right. I hear you. Okay. So Kyle, good job because I think you use power, but let me be honest. I think both of you have one thing in common. You'll be shocked. It shouldn't be. Both of you are high. You know which one is? It's not power. It's not vengeance.
Look.
E. Curiosity.
No, there's one thing when you say that, it's just you two agree subconsciously. Think.
Not vengeance. Let's see.
Power.
No. Here.
Expedience. I don't know. I'm just looking at the picture, reading all the names.
Yeah, go back to his.
Ta-da! So you'll be shocked the way you talk
Oh.
about freedom is about actually not really money. Just this is get another one, time. So 3 T's, treasure. Let me find another one. Could be time. So Melanie now will have more time to do whatever she wants to do, right? That's part of the deal. Okay. So now in your high power mode, Kyle, you say something touch Melanie is like, okay, the freedom is about, I have freedom to use my time to do whatever, and I have freedom. So financially, I can be hopefully doing something, right? That's how I think you guys get actually on the same page. Does that make sense?
I think, yeah.
Here we go. So PQ help because other areas, yeah, very similar, but maybe curiosity. We'll talk about curiosity in a minute. So, but definitely, I would say saving help come to save the day, especially for who, because Kyle is high saving, Melanie is high, not that high, but that give her a sense of time, like I have the freedom. And Melanie is very strong in the E quadrant, so she feel like 7 years down the road, I may be free as a bird. I can do whatever I want to do, right, Melanie? That's what the freedom ring a bell.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So where did I put you guys right now? All this. You are married 7 years. So where are you guys heading right now? Like career? Kyle has a career. Melanie, do we have a career?
Well, not yet.
Okay. Are you happy? Yeah, just doing what you do now?
No.
Okay.
I think I need something to be able to fully use my power.
Whoa. All right. Okay. That's high. It's 2.0. So, all right. So Kyle, that's your wife. So now you guys have to give me one thing. This season, 7th year of your marriage, which PQ you guys kind of consciously or subconsciously agree upon, like actually operating every day to keep everything going, because you guys have a lot of income, there are a lot of opposite passions. So which one you guys take a? I have my guess, but go ahead.
Eating.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Eating, right?
We don't argue about that at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh, see, I don't even know the data to know. I'm kidding. No, both of eating are high. So yeah, I would say eating, maybe not so much saving. Let me give saving off.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Eating. So so you guys just go out in New York to eat or what?
Either Mel says Thai, or she says I'm making pot stickers. And
Okay.
whatever. There's I don't think there's anything I like that you like that I don't really.
Peanut butter.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sure.
Hey, so
We like
eating.
almost all the same things.
Okay, so eating, that's pretty cool. But eating is kind of good enough. See, that just one passion could go a long way. So you guys can go out, have a Thai or wonderful homemade food that will get you. I love it. So pick the second one that really get you together. Like, give me one more to make me feel comfortable. What is it?
I said eating.
Curiosity.
Hey, you have to describe that because that's similar to me and my wife. That's why I give people this example. Talk about it. Go ahead.
So this one's harder because you don't just sit down and with food, you can just order it and someone makes it, right? With curiosity, I feel like you need to make the effort to find something you're both curious about. And I think, Mel, you feel a lot more comfortable now exploring and asking questions and asking about my work and talking about it.
Do you think that was whatever brought us together at the beginning?
Yeah, it might have been curiosity. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that actually now that you
Yeah.
mention it, that makes a lot of sense. The
Yeah,
things
we
that we
traveled to
did
different places and tried different food.
and met people.
So
chatted with
yeah,
them. Yeah.
food and you go to new places is E quadrant stop to just kind of not just asking why, but just go there and just see things and learn new cultural, new whatever every day. Wow, okay. But are you guys doing that these days?
We kind of start traveling.
Yeah, we're making, I guess, starting in the last month, we started to make an effort again. We started to talk about the news together. We started to go
good.
places and sit with friends and ask about their life. I think we're both curious about our friends.
How people live their lives.
Yeah, how they're different.
Hey, so now I'm not too worried. Now you have two. If you start develop a lifelong style that these two every season will be different type of curiosity, right? Every season will be different kind of food. You guys will be okay because you have two. Like I and my family have two. My wife work out pretty well for 28 years. Okay, we can always come back. So I love it, but I really feel the curiosity is not fully explored yet. I want you two to be more conscious about it. Is anything can develop together to, this is basically to appreciate knowledge, to learn something together, to ask a same question, and then try to find out different answers, and maybe just go to a class together doing something like my wife and I, she's learning like, multivariable calculus. I'm like, okay, and that's how we, have a day. Like, what the, yes, so it's kind of crazy stuff, but you guys are high on curiosity. So maybe Melanie, you can learn something about law on the side, not, so something you guys can have a common conversation. I don't know what that is. I mean, you can go to a community college without spending a lot of money, do some law stuff, I mean, I don't know. I'm just throw stuff on the table. And you two can look at how to cook food together. Some type of food could be health stuff. I have no idea, man. You guys, what do you have in common? Like pick up something on curiosity.
I think law could be something common. I'm curious about that.
We also like to take walking, like good walking tours, explore different parts of the city.
Biking together.
Biking in new places.
Hiking.
So very basic. We're both looking at something new together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Learn a new language together.
If I have enough time, we could both learn a new language together.
Which language you have in mind?
You want to learn Spanish? You don't learn Spanish?
She doesn't want Spanish.
Arabic, yes.
Arabic?
Maybe.
Okay. No, I'm serious. I think, learn something together as a couple, especially you two, curiosity would be very funny. If you don't do it, it's, I mean, you both are high. Let me see. Mel is, wow, Melanie is like 1.83. You have to learn something deep. And Kyle is not low, it's 1.16.
Curiosity, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are like up there. So sorry, you cannot just, you have to pick something, like serious something, like
language.
Deep. What do you have in mind?
Yeah, I think we can look at language or a skill. But I think starting with something small, like the news each night, talking about something that interests us.
Like reading together, read the same article or something.
Yeah.
And law stuff.
I can send her a Wall Street Journal thing. Article.
Hey, yeah, Kyle, can you talk to her about law? And just doesn't have to be the same law you practice, could be different law, This is a smart lady. Get her, if you get her brain working, that's my secret. When I get my wife's brain working, I have a much better life, because she's hooked up on some kind of, so my wife is big on health and food. So she now dig into websites, she look into the papers published about coronavirus, she look into all kinds of, she worked for pharmaceutical company herself. So every night she's going to report to me something she discovered today. I go, whoa, I don't understand the thing, but I just pretend I do. You two need that level of stuff. I think language would be good. I think learn French, or seriously, French can get you hooked up. Okay. I'm just throwing something out, but I want you to pick up like something small, like just talk about it. Like both of you are interested. That would be very, very good. And then go out, explore a new restaurant, something in New York. Okay. And see, a lot of restaurants went bankrupt, a lot of them start. So you could start something. This two will get you pretty grounded. Absolutely. Does that make sense, Kyle and Melanie? Yeah.
It does make sense.
So this two, and the more you grow together here, it will be solid and become a habitual thing. Like it become a second second instinct. It's like you don't have to think. So this is very, very crucial. Okay. So I really appreciate this now. Okay. That's 1, 2 passion. You are lucky. I have a lot of couple couldn't find even one.
We thought we couldn't find any. So
Yeah.
You have 2, but you just ignore the curiosity for a long time. I bet that's how you guys get attracted to each other. Am I right?
yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, we visit a lot of different places.
You see, here we go.
Talk about things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you visited, you like keep talking. Am I right? Talk, right?
Yeah. Like our first date was to a tomb.
A tomb? What's going on with that? A tomb of what?
The Empress Cixi.
Oh, so you have a lot to talk about. See, that's curiosity.
Pretty-
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
taking my wife to no tomb for the first day. There's no way. Kyle, you are, oh boy, I don't know what you are thinking. I don't do that, okay?
I went with it.
Yeah.
That's way too funny. I take no wife, no girlfriend to tomb on my first day. Sorry, guys. I'm a high power, but no, thank you. All right. But even that, I think it would be more like a cultural tour. Like so you guys talk about it.
I basically gave you a culture tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, here we go. That's beautiful, folks. Picks are up. Okay, I love it. So you have to now really talk about this consciously and build it habitually. That will help you big time. While eating is even better.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
that
I
makes sense.
remember the food was good.
Yeah, the food there was really good.
In the tomb?
Around the tomb.
Yeah, in the tomb.
Sorry, I'm trying to picture it like you guys are. So so every couple has their unique sauce and put into the marriage to spice it up. Okay, and I want you to pick up this one now. Something I want to share with you. It's biblical, but I'm not pushing you to be Christian, but it's in the Bible. It says first love. So that's first love is about passion. It's usually nothing else but passion. So if you're able to maintain that pilot fire, the pilot light, and just become a habitual thing, will go a long way. So I love the combination of these two. My wife and I, not on the eating side, but curiosity in the family. So we talk about how to help family better and answer those questions. And when we help other families, we learn from their strengths, their weakness. We come back not to criticize them, but to say, hey, wow, we learned this why today. We talk about it. So we have a lot of those, like once you're coming that over years, it's really something so sorry, I don't talk to 20 something who like, I'm sorry, I mean, on the Instagram and selfie, they are lovely ladies, but I already talked to my wife because we have like 28 years, more than that, 30 years of talking. Hey, that's solid stuff. Kyle, you have to start doing that, all right?
That's on me.
Yeah, it's on you. Oh, I'm serious.
You.
Is that okay? Kyle, you have big enough curiosity to lead too. She's up there, but that's just it's too much. Okay, Melanie, you are a curiosity. So your number, you have to get a PhD or something, Melanie. Sorry, to be happy.
I should go to law school, huh?
Well, law school is not for curiosity, unless you study more
power.
policy, more law.
It could be for power.
Yeah, exactly.
Vengeance.
Vengeance and power. So you could be a good lawyer. Now, I'm not trying to push you back to school. No, I don't think
Oh,
so.
I'm thinking about it. So
You're thinking about it, Kyle. What's going on here? No,
This
I
isn't
don't have-
me. It's just
no,
her.
it's not him. I just need something to challenge me.
Yeah, I'm surprised she wants to go back. I had a horrible time in law school.
Yeah. So now the next thing I want to talk about is a season. Okay. So I have to ask, how old are you guys? Can you give me your age? Just a little bit, like.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
okay.
30. Can I tell? I'm 30.
What's your age?
Well, I'm going to tell him yours.
Oh, okay.
I'm 33 and she's 30.
All right.
So 88 and 91.
Okay. Cool. Man, you guys are young. I'm like, wow. All right. Pretty cool. So I'm going to change my background in a minute to be the 4 quadrants or a season. I want you guys identify that for me, like where both of you are. All right.
Okay.
So we need another quadrant. So are you okay, guys? Okay with this? We'll talk about conflict. Maybe we have time, but can you guys start to develop this? Like just pick up the first love in a way, like not the tune side. Don't go to tune anymore. Okay, please stop doing that. But you know, food, talk, cultural tour, develop something. I'll be lovely. I love it. Oh, it's a good start. All right. So here we go. Now, you guys know this color code, and which quadrant are you right now in this season? Let's start with Kyle. Believe is a producer quadrant. You are strong. Actually, Kyle is pretty strong. Yeah. And Kyle is pretty strong in the do, high saving, older, nice, good enough. And you are decent in integrator except family, which is -2. And you are not a dreamer. That's why you marry a dreamer. So you have only one bubble there, curiosity. It's not bad, but because your tranquility squeeze everything down. So this would be down the road. Once you manage your tranquility, I think once you get enough experience under your belt as a lawyer, your tranquility will start to come down. I bet that. Okay. So one day you will be a dreamer. So Kyle, which quadrant is your main cylinder that's pumping? To be a leader, to be a doer, right? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Now, Mel, you are strong, P and E, believe and dream. You almost have nothing on do except saving. Sorry. Yeah. Put you in the system, crank up
I
something.
know that.
Yeah. You're like, oh, somebody else. I need a partner. Okay. And connect, let me see. Your connect actually is your weakest one.
Yes.
You don't have much connect. You talk direct, low acceptance. You are independent. You need your, you are super independent. You want your space.
Yeah.
You are super vengeful. Like, I got to have the last word.
Yes.
That's why you pull everything toward this blue thing. Woo, woo. So
yeah.
Connects like nothing here, nothing. Okay. Now, which quadrant are you right now?
I think I am in the dream part side, but I want to be in the power side, believe.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So you two's conflict come from Melanie want to dream again, or she's dreaming. So she wants to start something she started before and then move, hopefully, to be a leader again. I see that. And Kyle, you are in the yellow quadrant, which you find on data, which you are a startup. Well, let me a starting lawyer, okay? You are not there yet. You don't have much power. So you are building your credential, right?
Right.
Carefully. And these 2 quadrants always fight each other. You guys know that. Oh, this way. Ooh, this way. Oh, this way. Oh, this way. I can't do. I can't do it. The red and yellow are fighting each other. Okay, so that's basically you guys' conflict right now. But could work together. We'll talk about it. Are you okay? Mel's dream right now.
What does that mean?
I know. Do you know her dream? She's
Oh, do I
dreaming
know
every
it?
day because she's here. She's strong here. She's a strong. She's like, woo. She's adventurous. She want to get out there. She want to do something risky with like curiosity. She want to do something business. She's always thinking about business and business and business experience. You know her dream right now? Do you know she's dreaming?
I know she's dreaming. I only know her dream in abstract terms.
Okay, sure. So Mel, what are you dreaming about?
I don't know. I think I have two different directions that are pulling me. One is I recently, well, I was thinking about it, like going to law school. And because that would be like challenging, like that challenge will be, challenging enough for me. And
And you can eventually move here to be a powerful lawyer like your husband. Okay. You guys can start up a partner. And okay. I hear you. No. Look at Kyle. It's like, no way. Got you. I hear you.
And
Okay.
he's not okay with me managing him. So
Hey, he always got high power. Lady, I have to remind you, you marry a high powered husband. He may not sound like that because he's still dealing with tranquility, acceptance. When she's done with that, he will be a powerful lion. So watch out, all right?
I think
go ahead.
sort of know that. And then the other part would be, I mean, I was in event planning for years and I love it. It's like my second instinct. So I could do that, but I don't think that will fit in my experience or my, the challenge that I want. So I'm a little stuck there.
I can see that.
Yeah. I mean, they both is like, I can start, it's both like doing the dream part and then move to the belief part. So, I mean, I think they both would end up in the power part because if I want to do event planning, I won't have my own agency or I want to do something different than other people.
Got you. Hear you. But you are torn between those two, like both have their drawback and right? I mean, okay. Yeah. All right, Kyle, now you hear that dream very clear, right? Two. Okay. What's your opinion on this?
I think she can do either one. They don't support each other, so they're pretty distinct.
Yeah, they are.
So I don't know how she's going to choose. I could see her doing each and doing well. I do find it as a husband, I find it difficult to be on the sidelines and not help, but I know this has to be her decision.
Cool. Hey, folks, passionate out there. This is a couple that's picking up their first love. Today's the love language. I love it. But we are not solving problem yet. So she's dreaming and you are not giving opinion. So Mel, do you want Kyle's opinion on this? You don't need his opinion. I know that. Gotcha. All right.
She did ask whether I felt she would do well in law school. That I can confidently say yes, based on my knowledge of law school. And she might not be as miserable as I was.
Thank you.
That's very, very comforting.
Yeah.
And so Kyle, you kind of use your own suffering to encourage people. I love your approach to it. That's high acceptance approach. I love it. Okay. All right. How about the second option?
Well, I'm not going to give an opinion on you doing it. I'd be happy to see you thrive in it.
What's your definition of thriving in it?
Wake up every day and actually want to go to work. It's pretty rare. So I think having a wife who runs high-powered events or has her own agency would be pretty cool.
Thank you, Kyle. Okay. All right. So now, as a coach, I'm going to push something today. Not push. You have to pick we call it assistant quadrant. All right. All right. So there's a big decision coming. All right. So Kyle, which quadrant you want to pick to assist your do right now? Regardless your passion, because assistant quadrant usually in a season, you may have to force yourself to do it or to pick that one because although like I have no administrative quadrant, zero, like nothing, -2 molder, you name it. But I spent X amount of year doing PhD, which mostly in this quadrant, okay? You think PhD is in dream. No, that's about 5%. 95% just in the lab cranking up work, okay? So I have to force myself in one season, 5 to 7 years to really be there so I could be promoted to lead, okay? So that's fine. So I use my power to say, hey, Coach K, Kong Lee, that's my name, and do something here. Although you don't have passion, hey, but imagine one day you're going to lead a bunch of PhDs, okay, to do something cool. That's what I end up doing, okay? So you both have this right here. Kyle, you have to pick assistant quadrant. Mel, you have to pick one.
This is hard.
Yeah, that's that. Once you pick this, I'll give you my advice, because if you don't pick it, things going to get very weird because you two are in the opposite quadrant. It's hard. I mean, you're like an ox, like just like cultivating the ground every day. Just put your head down, working 80 hours.
That's where my last name comes from.
Oh, sorry. That's his back off. Okay.
It's derived from ox in Russian.
I see. That's a Russian, like, okay, you are the bull. Gotcha. All right. That's just for a season, 5 to 7 years. But hopefully, are you willing to, after that, you want to go to the leadership side? I have to pick. You can pick here. You can pick here. Oh, sorry, here. Which one? Assisting you as a goal.
I'm actually gonna pick dream.
Yeah, we talk about it.
Yeah. Gotcha. I feel like I'm putting my head down. Dream, I have to remember why I'm doing the things I'm doing.
Yeah, in your law firm, you just want to keep it stable. You don't have the ambition to be like, I should be like a partner or something like in 5-7 years, right?
Not yet. It feels too far away.
Gotcha. So you want to be able to stable yourself enough,
right?
Less work hours, so you can start to enjoy the dream part of your life. Nice, very good. Gotcha. How about Mel? Your assistant quadrant.
I'm a little confused about my initial one.
You want to go P, right? E to P. Dream to believe.
I think I chose P last time.
Okay.
To be my initial one instead of E. And can I pick E?
No, you can't.
Okay. So just say that I'm in P, and I think what would help me will be the yellow one, do things.
Yeah. A. So if you pick yellow one to assisting you instead of dream, then you have to be very practical. Can be a dream. You have to give up your dreams now.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. So
people. Yeah.
So if you want to pick here, we call it PA. That means you start picking a new profession, a system that you step by step to climb that ladder. And professional training certification doesn't have to be school only, and you climb it, and then maybe in 5-7 years you become a leader. You have to pick a system. It cannot be fancy. you cannot start a company. You can't start anything too risky on the dream side. You have to lay down your dream for the season. That means you see now you and your ox husband both on the do side. You could grow there. I don't know. I mean, so that means so then law school is sort of do actually. Law school is a do.
It is.
It could be something equivalent. Could be health care stuff. Could be CPA financial stuff. So it has to be a established system. Cannot be entrepreneur stuff.
I figured. I think that's my realization after.
But you have nothing on the do though. Sorry, Mel, there's almost nothing. You have except saving, which I think you should be happy now. Living in New York may not have it. I'm just joking. Okay. So I have a different idea. Do you want to entertain listening to it? Like, ready?
Sure.
All right. I actually think I want you to be in dream, stay in dream, but start working on connect.
That's really painful.
I know.
That's why I chose the other side. It's easy.
I know. I see your face and I look at your like connects like, don't put me there, Coach K. I'm doing it. So
I want to hear the reasons.
The reason is you have experience. So it's not fair because Mel, you were on Monday, the Chinese side. So I know your previous cycle of 7 years. I think it's a marketing firm or something.
It was event planning.
Exactly, marketing firm. So you wear beautiful stuff, you decorate beautiful stuff, you talk to your clients, you travel as a dream job, and you are the leader. You already go through a cycle of that. You want to repeat that in US? You try. Okay, so I'm thinking your life. There is a season you have to pick connect.
Not if I go to law school and chose the other side.
No. Today it's up to you. So if you ask me, like I have to really push this to like when you guys get 50 years old, 60 years old, I'm responsible in a way. So I have to give you really from the data and how I see you will be effective and happy. I strongly recommend one of you have to be on the connect side. Start family. And you will not regret. And no, hear me out, Mel. After the family, when they grow to about 5, 6 years old, that's 5, 7 years. You could go back to dream and do believe, start something. It's never too late, okay? But if you miss this window, it's hard for you to do connect quadrant after the 7 years from now. It's almost impossible. That's what I'm talking. And you will be shocked, Mel, if you are forced to do it by Coach K. You will come out and say, wow, maybe I'm not that low on the connect. I probably enjoyed it. All right, so like my wife was a gung-ho career woman. She's graduated from Harvard. She doesn't want to have kids. I love kids. And so she scored not negative, but pretty negative on family before. And so we couldn't have kids until 35 years old. So one thing we both regret right now is we should have kids early. Because that's where everything comes. And then when she becomes 30, say we could have kids around 30. So when she becomes 35, 37, she can have another career. Okay. So I really think I'm giving you the timing right now. I know everybody Coach K talk to is have kids. No, that's not fair. Okay. But no, Mel, you know your PQ. You have nothing on the connect. You can't avoid this anymore. I want to put you there. Just get it done. And you will be happy. That will get you busy enough actually not to kids actually reshape your dream, that they don't dash your dream. You'll be shocked. My wife stayed home for 5 years, and after 5 years she went back to work with a new gain vision about work and dream about it. You see that grounded you. There's now something you fight for more than just you two or just yourself, your own dream. Now you start to learn, connect with that, and that give you a much higher purpose to fight, to dream, to believe, to do. So I strongly recommend, unless you want Kyle. So Kyle, I'll get back to you in a minute because you have -2 family. We have to deal with that. But Mel, although the connect is her lowest quadrant, she has decent family passion. The number is 0. Don't look at it. Your number is 0.
I am looking at it.
Okay. But it's much better that with the guy with -2. All right.
That's true.
So my strong recommendation, now, Kyle, listen to me. I think you should do this. Your mentality should be if I can recommend you, climb on your work, try to train your leadership at workplace. 5 to 7 years. Don't dream yet. So I really think you should climb this and you should set out as your goal because you are very strong in belief naturally. Okay. That give you that day-to-day mentality. I'm going to work, not just put my head down. I'm going to learn how to be a leader. And I have to say I want it. Okay. That will expedite this development. Okay. And then if Mel, you want to listen to this proposal, is you start to allow your dream to come down a little bit, work on what you don't have on the connect, say kids as part of the family. And once this is 5 to 7 years, if you both say, man, this is wonderful, you cover all 4 quadrants. So after this, Kyle will be a leader. Hey, Mel, you'll be a mom. And then the kids grow and you are what, 37, 38? Beautiful. That's what I think. All right, back to you guys. The ball is back to your court. Questions, challenges. That's how I look at it. But otherwise, who's going to be the I? Nobody in your family wants to be I. It's not fair. Kyle is actually pretty good, except family. So you two are very funny. Like if you put both of you integrated together, you are good for kids. But if I separate you two, it's like, oh, Kyle doesn't like family, sorry, kids. And then Mel is like, I like family, but I want my space. I want my dream. I want my leadership. So, but if I put both of you together, perfect. Your kids will be very lucky.
Why do you say that? I want to hear about it. I want to hear it out.
Why?
Yeah.
Because if both parents are high curiosity, they are reasonable. I mean, your kids probably will be very lucky because you will be well prepared. Asking why, answering. No, you two will be great parents. I bet that. But not individually. Does that make sense? So actually connect should be both of you there. But that will allow Kyle to focus mainly on your career for a season to grow as much as possible. And you have to make that clear in your head. You go to work, not just duck down, like, just duck out like, oh, I'm an ox. No, yeah, it's part of it. But hopefully you have that, paths to a leader. You got to think like that. To be a daddy, a father is a very good way to train that. Okay. You have a higher purpose to fight for. All right. So now I know this is shock to you guys, but so I know, but hey, you have to trust my professional opinion that your age, your season analysis. If you miss this one, say, Kyle, you want to do and you want to do enough, so you want to be a dreamer again in 5-7 years. It may not have enough drive for you to wither the the starting lawyer's life.
Yeah.
Okay, because your colleague, they are all lions. They want to go here. So you got to have this one on the same line. That's the flow. Does that make sense? It's a flow. You don't want to go against it. So that's the next season maybe come to dream. So you need to 5-7 year develop as an upcoming lawyer. Okay. Now, Mel, if you do the law school after you graduate and become a lawyer, you won't have time for family. Before you know it, you are 40. No, I sound like your parents and grandparents. No. Believe me, I go through it. No, I know. I sound like one, a Chinese head, Asian head speaking the Asian concept. No, I am not. I'm professional. I think you guys are. There's a blind spot that you have right now. That's why you try, and if you don't make the decision right now, the next time you come to me, you may have a very tough time to who is going to be the connect in the family. So Kyle, you are high in connect. You are high acceptance. Your kid, you know why I say the kids will be very lucky, because dad will have that sensitivity. When you have a baby in your arm, oh, that's where your sensitivity, acceptance is like, oh, I'm needed, you know. You come home, it's like, oh, baby, you know, like you forget about your boss, you know, like you talk to baby. That's acceptance. Like a lot of high acceptance men start to get healed. He's like, oh, I'm needed, you know, unconditionally. Now, and Mel is very confident mom, very high QSR. She's going to lead the kids doing things fun when the kid has time. So that's a small company, Mel, you're going to lead. 1 or 2 kids, that's your company. Educate them. Cook wonderful food. Decorate the house like, wow. You know, they need to be older. When they are younger, sorry, guys. You are both on the do side for about a year or 2. So I really think Mel is challenge to you that you should say, because I have a lot of belief, I want to be on the connect side just for a season. That's my opinion. Is that a surprise? Yes?
I think after you explain it, I don't think it's surprise. I'm not surprised. I don't know why, but I'm not.
Thank you. That's almost your destiny for this season, Mel. So freedom you want to is because it's here in the America. The freedom you want, not just for you, Mel, is for your generation to come. I hear that voice from you inside. Let's make that happen. That's the ultimate your dream. And you are very lucky right now compared to some people don't have the chance. I'm not saying China is bad. No. I'm saying for you, particularly Mel, your personality is American personality. Sorry, I have to say that.
That I agree.
Right. So your kids will be very American too.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. So I personally think it's perfect. You two cover this too. And it will come back to shape, Mel, your dream. And allow Kyle to really grow. Focus on this. For 5-7 years, working on your eating and curiosity as your anchor passion. Know your quadrant. Don't complain. Sometimes complain while you eat, okay? But once you focus on this, I call it, it's almost like you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it very much because you have some higher purpose to fight for. You need that now, both of you. I can't give you anything else other than this.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
It does? Am I convincing you? You two are high power. I'm like, whoa, am I? So I'm like,
it makes sense. And then there's doing it. So
come on. I don't have to teach you guys how to do it, right? So come on, just relax change your mentality, go eat good food, fish, seafood. That's my recommendation. Okay. My wife couldn't get pregnant after, we got married for like more than 10 years. And the doctor said we had problem, but hey, by God's grace, by the way, we ate a lot of seafood, but just so you know, okay, fish, and fish. No, I'm joking. No, folks, I want you to relax. Just don't treat it like a do or a thing to do, a system. I hope this helps you to really work as a team. And I know as a coach, you won't regret. I'm 100% sure. If I don't give you advice, 2 seasons from now, even you are successful, both are attorneys, you probably come to me and say, Coach K, I've seen couple like that. Mel, that's what your dream is about. They're going to change, but I'm coming back to your original dream, why you are here, freedom. Not just to do whatever you want to do for a season, to do what you don't want to do. But once you get yourself there, you may come out a different person. You will be shocked. You will be a very good mom. Look at that. Look at those plants.
Look at our 3 cats. They're so happy.
Yes, you have 3 cats. They are happy. So you should have 3 kids. Each cat assigned to a kid. No, I'm kidding. So if you have 3 cats, that means you are ready for kids. Okay. No, both of you two team up will be a fantastic parent. No, I don't care how your parent may have failed you, I have no idea why. But you know what? You guys been through a very unique curiosity journey, met in Beijing, different cultural background. You come a long way. You finish the first 7 years, take a break. Hey, the second 7 year in marriage, why don't you make it a PA, believe and do guy, dream and connect lady at home? Hey, come on. And New York is go explore as a family. Just like, the car, baby car. Hey, come on. It's fun. Then cats, cats don't talk, don't talk back to you. They purr, but hey, I think you guys will be fantastic parents. No, I'm serious. And if you've done this, Mel, you are 37, maybe 38. Hey, you never know what's going to happen then. You can start something. And Kyle probably very successful, even more money, stability. Yeah. So, but I think both of you need a higher purpose to fight for. Otherwise, I can't help you. I don't want to see 2 power attorney come out, but you guys are 40 and then you want to have kids, adoption, which, yeah, you could go that route, but nah, not yet. Don't give up yet. All right, questions.
I have a question.
All right.
So when we were talking about making decisions, Kyle said that I make decisions on like life, not like daily stuff. And then he makes decision on like life, bigger scale stuff. Do you think that makes sense?
Not really. That's in his mind. He thinks that's the case.
I see.
But this particular one, I want you both make decision equally. 50-50, like both agree, then jump in as an equal partner.
Giving the power, right?
Mm-hmm.
And vengeance.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
So I want you to have a discussion right now. Like, is this sound good? And then it will take a couple months, because you both need your body to relax. Because Mel, if you have the dream, believe, you are like cranking up, your body cannot rest.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot find rest. You cannot, this is not the best scenario for you. Go to law school, probably calm you down a little bit, but it may not help because your dream, ultimately, you are the dream girl, ultimately. Your dream is not just a job, it's a freedom for you and family to come, generation to come. You may not aware of that, but I hear it. I hear that voice from you. You are fighting for that. All right. Equally yoked. That means equal partner on this. How about decision? That's in front of everybody. No, I'm like, no. We just in my weekend, I'm in the church. We just have a baby dedication service. Like, wow, 2 twin girls, another girl, beautiful. And the mom and dad, they hold their baby, have a little dance. I think it's better dance than wedding dance with a baby. It's just, and the dad just totally become another person, like, and I don't know. I mean, babies change us because they are the innocent wonderment they have. Babies are, I don't know. I mean, just, I don't know how to describe it. The first time I saw my baby, Zach, I start crying. I'm not a guy easy crying, but I start crying with no reason. So it transformed my wife. Mel, my wife now is a professional, managing, a director of the company. But without the mom and this, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You can still come up with as a good leader, but with just extra kick to it after you become a mom. Okay. All right. I've done my sales job. Okay. So what do you guys think?
No, I think that was pretty clear, actually. I think we have a lot to talk about.
Boy and a girl.
I'll take whatever comes out.
It's like we have a choice.
You have a choice. I think the way you guys are together, both either boy and girl would be very lucky to be in your family, because this is perfect scenario for a baby to come. You both settle down, 7 years of maturity in marriage. There's something to work on. Now you have a better understanding of each other. Kyle is managing the tranquility, acceptance. Mel, you are kind of calming down a little bit. So you have to break that dream belief cycle, because if you do another cycle like that, you may miss ultimately what you have been shooting for, looking for maybe a family. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's a surprise to you. I know I coming in, I already look at your profile, I already know I have to go this way. Otherwise, I'm not your coach. I'm not doing my job. All right. Question for me. All right. So
I have another question.
Go for it.
You have a question?
No, I was trying to think of one.
How does the tranquility work? Because I'm like, adventurous, and he's like high in tranquility.
That's a big one.
Yeah. So how does that work?
Yeah, you two are almost very polarized on that one. But I think this one I'm going to go. Okay. Yeah. So for you and Kyle, that's why you might find common point if your next 5 to 7 years goal is to have a family. So Kyle will provide that tranquil environment, right? And Mel, you take a little bit of adventure spirit with baby are changing every day. Okay. So it could come around in a family situation. Absolutely.
I think I understand. It's more like my adventurous interest is more towards the family, and his tranquility, it's more like
provide a stable income situation and have a foreseeable ladder to climb. That would be wonderful. So you two will be shocked how the baby could complete both of you. I have to say that. You'll be shocked. Don't be fooled by any past experience. Your original family, you won't carry that with you, because you guys are so talk on the curiosity. Talk about why. Like today, you guys now you understand, right? Not each other, but understand your season. So a couple have to understand their season. if they miss their season, whatever you do, you will not satisfy. You will feel like, what am I fighting for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
both have that question.
Yeah. Why are we doing this? What is it for? I mean, 3 cats and a house, you know, like all the plants, and yeah, they are lovely, but what's fighting for? So Kyle, you're a low family. I don't have time to get to it, but must be, I think the family means your original family probably didn't really give you that much of a present idea, but that's okay. Once you have a little softy baby in your arm, guy changes.
I can see that.
Yeah.
We got a tortoise.
Yeah.
And you're like that.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. Hopefully, you know, we'll see, you know, so to me, I see that clearly. You may not see that. Your tranquility and adventures might come together, provide a perfect, because average is 0 in the middle. Your baby's lucky. Not too much tranquil, too much stress, not too much adventures. Perfect.
Oh, I see.
Perfect. That's why 2 + 2 sometimes could be larger than 1 in marriage. If you have a common thing and you know your quadrant, don't step on each other for a season. And I'm just asking 5 to 7 years. After that, you guys can swap. See, that's how marriage is always freshing, because next season could be, Kyle, you are already very stable. You can do a little bit on the dream side. And allow Mel to come out to study more on the A side, the do side. You know, you can swap easily. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. As long as we communicate.
Seems like you're convinced.
No, Kyle, are you convinced? No, I don't want to convince you. Are you going to be able to just say, hey, you and Mel, 50-50 equal partner, like, let's make this happen?
I think I understand the logic. I don't think it's gotten here yet. I think it needs to sink in over a couple of days.
Sure. I know you are. That's why I love to talk to high power, high curiosity couple, because you guys will talk, I bet, right? Over good food.
Yeah.
And then please use both your power, because get your like decision making going. Because it's very crucial, because your timing is almost perfect. 7 years of marriage, your age, everything just tell me you are entering into a new season. You cannot use the old season mentality to drag along a new season. You will feel bored, you will feel drained, exhausted, because you don't know what you are fighting for.
Yeah. I hadn't thought about it that way. I guess that's why we come here.
All right, very cool. Hey, thank you, Kyle and Mel. This is very open. I love this. That's why we call this thing, can I be honest? So I'm honest with you. All right, I'm not sugarcoating anything. But hopefully you know this is actually put everything together in your profile. Hopefully that's what's happening. So a new season upon you. And Mel, you are the one that you have like, yes, let me work on the connect, you know, like integrator side. You will be a different woman coming out. You will be shocked. Okay.
I'll try.
All right. Cool.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you, Coach K.
Yeah.
all right. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right.
Yep.
Already passionate out there. Wow, what a night. I enjoy this. To me, this is where I relax, because relationship is like, you can make it so complicated, but yet sometimes if you have a tool and just to be intuitive, just to kind of step back a little bit and recognize the season, the time, and understand each other, not every part of each other, but enough to build a common ground. So PQ, passion, is a great tool. You guys see that great tool. 1 or 2 PQ, boom, first love, just, oh yeah, you know, and you pick that, become a habitual thing. That's very important. Make it a habit. and then understand each other's season and make changes. And so a lot of couples are willing to make changes. So they drag along for 7 years, 7 years, 7 years, and it becomes stale and moving nowhere, and they don't know what they're fighting for. So I encourage couples like every 5-7 years, kind of regroup and take a risk, make changes, and start to say, hey, what are we working? What are we fighting for? What are we, all that asking. So today's couple, I'm glad I can use this because they're both high curiosity. So I say, what are you fighting for? They're like, yeah, it resonates with me. Some other couples, I can't do this. It's like they don't care. Show me practical stuff, So I'm glad to have them. They're high power. So I'm very comfortable they're going to make changes. So that's why high power people. So to finalize today's thing, I want you to see a high power couple is actually easier to work together if they understand each other, because they are able to make decisions together. If you are low power people, low power couple, then everybody, I support you, you support me, I support you, nobody making decision. So please, Kyle and Mel, listen to me. Please go and get your power equally yoked, I call it, or equal partners. So you guys can say, hey, this baby decision, 50-50. It's not 51-49. No majority owner of this. We are equally partner. All right? That'll be a beautiful, beautiful decision. All right, folks out there. Coach KL, I really appreciate, I love doing it. I can do this like every day. So, but in any case, hope to see you soon and have a wonderful night.